Meet the all-new Aztek. Meet Sam and Kate. They're about to
do something dirty.
This is GetMojo, and today we're looking at the troubled legacy of a vehicle that achieved legendary status for all the wrong reasons. The Pontiac Aztek. Were K's somehow cooler in the late 90s?
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the car designed for the average man, the Homer.
In this video, we'll be exploring the design flaws, marketing missteps, and economic factors that ultimately led to the Aztek's spectacular failure. Join us as we try to answer the question, how did this get made?
So we're gonna live in a car?
It's not just a car, it's a tent on wheels.
Let's be honest, the Pontiac Aztek wasn't winning any beauty contest to begin with, and with the top spot on a 2008 Daily Telegraph 100 Ugliest Cars poll, its exterior styling was polarizing, to put it mildly. The clashing design elements, the awkward proportions, and so much plastic all came together to create a visual cacophony that mostly offended many potential buyers. Not to mention it had nothing to do with the actual Azteks. The truck's designers seem to have thrown every early 2000s design trend into a blender and hoped for the best.
No.
The Aztek's design process was a textbook example of design by committee gone wrong. Too many voices, too many compromises, and too little focus resulted in a design that pleased virtually no one. Corporate bureaucracy took the original vision for a sporty, aggressive crossover, diluting and distorting it into a Frankenstein-like creation made up of opinions and concepts from more than a few departments, barely brought to life by the thunder of corporate interference and numbers.
What does this monstrosity cost?
Jerry, what's the sticker price? Hit that.
The cost-saving decision to build the Aztek on the same U-body platform as the Pontiac Montana minivan proved to be a critical mistake. This platform simply wasn't suited for the Aztek's intended sporty, youthful, adventurous image. The high ride height and the wide stance, necessary for minivan practicality, resulted in the Aztek's strange proportions. Attempting to force a crossover design onto a minivan chassis was ultimately a recipe for disaster.
We're not lost. Told you.
next day.
Go camping.
It's your move.
Keep your fingers off my pieces.
During its release, Pontiac's marketing campaign for the Aztek focused heavily on the active lifestyle, portraying it as a perfect vehicle for outdoor adventures and family road trips. Commercials showed young, attractive people using the Aztek's features while camping, hiking, and snowboarding.
Meet Aztek, quite possibly the most versatile vehicle on the planet.
While the Aztek boasted some innovative features such as the removable cooler, tent package, and an array of storage opportunities, these features weren't enough to compensate for its other, more stylistic shortcomings, especially when compared to other crossover SUV options at the time like the Ford Escape, the Chevy Blazer, or the Honda CR-V. And while the message of uniqueness and unconventional ruggedness was its main selling point, the disconnect between the marketing message and the actual vehicle was glaring, not to mention its price range, which went from $20,000 to $24,000. And that's 2000's money.
New plan, baby. New Pontiac Aztek plan.
What?
We can't live there. That's how dumb people live on minimum wage. This is how smart people live on minimum wage.
The resale market didn't fare too well either, with models dropping way below their original price, making it a headache to try to pass on to your college-bound children. Yes, we all saw it on TV as well. While the Pontiac Aztek was discontinued in 2005, it experienced a resurgence in popularity thanks to its appearance in the TV show Breaking Bad. The character of Walter White famously drove an Aztek, cementing its place in pop culture history.
gonna sit there?
Notice we didn't say if it was a good or bad place? Well, this newfound celeb status came with its own burdens. Its close ties with the villain of the show just reinforced its problematic status as a car meant for those on the fringe of society, for outcasts and losers that don't fit in. The Aztek became a symbol of Walter White's descent into crime and moral decay.
Just bang a Yui over here.
The Breaking Bad bump may have given the Aztek a second life, but it was a life of infamy, not admiration.
Come, take a tour of my tent, will you?
As of late, the Aztek, for good or bad, has gained cult status, with many even going so far as to revisit and revise old critiques. Now, we don't know if this newfound love for the Aztek is just a way to justify the fact that you got it for cheap, but it's certainly making waves. But more than that, the Aztek became a lesson for the automotive industry on how not to handle a production workflow, of how to stay faithful to concepts, and how innovation can't cut corners. Some would say the Cybertruck took that a bit too seriously.
Everybody's been waiting for this, the finger. Without further ado, I feared for my finger for a second, not gonna lie.
Some experts contend that it was a truck made at the wrong time, that its innovation best served later years, when the market was not looking for unique and out of place, but rather safe and practical. A statement confirmed by the recent success of models like the Mazda CX-30, the Subaru Crosstrek, or the BMW 7 Series. All of them cars that include stylistic features that were first criticized on the Aztek, like split headlights, a rear hatch design, or lower body cladding.
But they say the grass is always greener, but in my time, the Aztek was just a little bit more greener.
What do you think? Is it just ugly, or was it released 20 years too early? Would you buy an Aztek today if you had the chance? Let us know in the comments.
People like to joke, but I really like this car.